Test question 4 is your first short answer test question. All right, and so it is a word problem, not super wild though. Like these goats. Look at how wild these goats are. All right, so reading through it, the height off the ground in feet of a mountain goat leaping from a boulder is given by this function. All right, so that's the equation. Looking at the equation, you can tell that's a 15-foot tall boulder. That's a big boulder. Sound like Eddie Murphy and Shrek. Anyway, where x is the number of seconds after the mountain goat leaps. So how many seconds after leaping does the mountain goat reach its maximum height? Alright, so I just want you to gain an understanding of this. Alright, we're going to draw a quick drawing of it. Let me use my snipping tool to copy the equation down. So I'm going to pop over to Desmos. And on Desmos, we're going to look at the equation. So I have negative 16x squared plus 8x plus 15. Alright. Ugh, this is hideous, isn't it? Zoom out a little bit. A little bit more. Oh, there we go. Alright, so if I look at this parabola, alright, the 15 feet that I mentioned for the boulder, that's right there. Alright, so he's 15 feet in the air. He does just a little bitty hop, and then he falls down. Alright, so he did not jump very high after his initial jump. Now Desmos kind of cheats for us, right? It tells us the ordered pair of the vertex. Let me click that again. I want to see how to get there, okay? But right there, that's our little tiny goat, and that is his maximum height. Notice your x value is 0.25, so when I go to solve this, I'm going to pray that I get 0.25. Alright, so let's give it a shot of Rooney, shall we? Where's my pen? Alright, so in the helpful hint box, they remind you of how to find the axis of symmetry. Why the axis of symmetry, Missy? Oh, such a good question. Such astute students. The reason why you're looking for the axis of symmetry, right? Here's my little reconstructed graph from Desmos. Use your imagination, children. Alright, here's my little goat. Okay, this is 4 feet. That's a goat, alright? Use your imagination, like I said. So, when he's at that maximum height, he's at the vertex. Right? And the vertex lies on the axis of symmetry, which is that imaginary dotted line that makes that parabola line up on itself when you fold it in half. And so, at that vertex, the x value is the time, and the y value is the height, according to this problem. That says time, just yikes. Ask my students, my handwriting does not get any better than that. So there's our time and our height. So if I find the value of my axis of symmetry, that will tell me how long our little goat friend was chilling in the air. Alright, so I'm using the formula x equals negative b over 2a. So I'm going to say x equals negative b over 2a. So notice when I wrote this equation out, I just kind of left some blanks there. Alright, so our b value is the number that's in front of x. So if I look at our equation, the number in front of x is an 8. And then your a value is the number in front of x squared. So if I look here, the number in front of x squared is a negative 16. Keep that sign, friends, or you're going to get messed up, okay? And so now I just start simplifying this yucky equation. Up in the the numerator of the fraction, I have a negative 8. So I'm just dropping those parentheses. And then down below, 2 times negative 16 is negative 32. Now the negative and the negative, they cancel each other out. Okay? And that kind of makes sense. If we're talking about time, it doesn't make sense for this to be the negative time. Unless this goat is Ant-Man and he dips up into the quantum realm, you're not going to have any negative time. So these negatives cancel out and become positive. 8/30 seconds is 1/4, or 0.25 if you pop it into a calculator. So it took about 1/4 of a second for the goat to reach its maximum height before it falls 16 feet to the ground.